there's no end to these emotional men. Florida man kills girlfriend in bed with 3 kids and murder made to look like a home invasion. He could have just left. He just fucking emotional men. They don't know how to hold themselves. A man is capable of unimaginable creation or unimaginable pain and destruction, and they choose to leave to use their power for evil sometimes.
A mother shot nearly a dozen times while her 3 kids slept by her side. The father of those kids accused of staging a murder and making it look like a home invasion.
The father, too. Not just a random boyfriend, stepdad, whatever you want to call it. The goddamn daddy. You could just leave to go get some milk and never come back.
A Fox 35 News exclusive interview. For the very first time, we're hearing from close friends of that mother. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm John Brown.
And I'm Luann Sorrell. Fox 35's Manny Martinez is live in Orlando tonight. So, Manny, that boyfriend allegedly had his cousin shoot him in the arm to make it appear like he was a victim, too.
And Luann, that's all laid out here in these 36 pages for the affidavit for the suspect's arrest. These are usually no longer than 5 or 6 pages at most. So that shows you just how intensive and extensive this investigation has been. Deputies say it came down to good old-fashioned detective work. And tonight, the woman's friend and the sheriff's office say the suspect's story just didn't add up. More than 1 year since Porshe Streeter was shot and killed while she was asleep with her own children, her friends are still grappling with the loss.
She was a God-fearing woman. And, if you got to know her, you know she had a gentle spirit.
She's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Deputies say Saun Rainge, the father of Streeter's 3 kids, worked with his cousin, Benjamin Garmon, to kill her and even stage a home invasion. Streeter
look like 2 deadbeats, exactly what they are.
Was just 30 years old. Family and friends describe her as a loving mom and a gifted hair and makeup artist.
She was so talented. You could show her a picture, and I guarantee you were going to look like the picture that you wanted.
She died January 13, 2024. Neighbors heard gunshots around 9:30 that morning, but detectives say Rainge called 911 2 hours later after the alleged shooter came back and shot him in the arm. We spoke with a neighbor who didn't want to show his face on camera.
The alleged shooter came back and shot him in the arm. This made me think he didn't think of it, right? Otherwise, he'd have made it look like intruder from the beginning or whatever. This was an emotional fucking outburst probably, and he did it, and now he's like, oh, they all got to go. He killed her probably, and he wasn't going to be sitting there raising those kids because he is a deadbeat. So he killed them too. He didn't even take himself out. He had him shoot me in the arm. Shoot me in the arm right here. He could even be shot all over and then try to make it. He shoot me in the arm. Come back 2 hours later.
Asking for help and, starting, knocking on people's doors. I was like, oh my God, something really bad happened.
Rainge told detectives someone forced their way into the apartment, demanded money, went into the bedroom, kicked his 10-year-old son in the head, and started shooting Streeter. In the investigative paperwork, detectives say they found that story unfathomable, adding Porsche Streeter's well-being and safety was
unfathomable. I mean, the moment it came out his mouth, the detectives looked at each other and said, we got him. We got this one. We got to prove it now, but we got him.
Clearly not his priority.
How dare you pull someone's life away from them? How dare you do God's job? How dare you strip someone of their future? So how dare you strip 3 beautiful kids of their mother?
And deputies laid out some possible motives here in this case. They say the suspect was upset his ex was in a new
upset, emotional. What the fuck did I say? Emotional outburst.
Relationship. The 2 disagreed over the custody of their children, and deputies say the suspect was having some money problems while she was not. Rainge is due in court next week.
What'd I say? Suspect was in a new relationship. Emotional. He had an emotional outburst. The 2 disagreed over the custody of the children. He didn't want to see him anyway. He probably just thought, hey, you know what? If she got to bring me my kids, that's the way I could keep hold of them. Half the time, they don't even want to see the kids. It's not about the kids. It's about keeping control of the mother. Well, come get your kids. Well, let me get my kids. To find out where she's at, what she's doing. Suspect was in financial strain. She wasn't. Oh, will me help me? I need some gas money. Because he probably was sitting on the couch playing PS5, playing 2K. And she was working, getting what she needed to get done, taking care of her kids, and he couldn't do that. And then she got a new man. What? No. His fucking emotional ass couldn't fathom that. Well, she ain't coming back. She probably left before, but like, what? She ain't gonna come back? Look at this dirty nigga. Look at this dirty fucking. He like a slave on a plantation. And his cousin ain't no good. Look at him. They both look dirty. They can't even afford a haircut. Yeah, he was going through some financial strain. R.I.P. to this beautiful woman and her 3 kids. I'm sure she probably was just fearing for their life and just wanted them to get out. And this is what happened. She tried to get out. She tried. R.I.P. to her, man.